Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5.
The tackle made by Nick.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up third.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
56. Mike, 56.
Huntley to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Looking to throw on second down. Huntley. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
56. Mike, 56.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
There on first down gets him a yard to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Hurts to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line. Because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A handoff as they run the counter play.
Number 34.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
His pass.
A big 3rd down play there for the Panthers. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
17-0 our score after 1.
23-yard line.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Rolling to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Scarborough. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
56 is the mic. Come on. Check, check.
Throwing on 1st down. Huntley. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete.
On the throw.
Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
56. Record. Mott's 56. Mott's 59.
To throw again. Huntley. He's going to loft one deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Eagles 21. Panthers
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
at their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Hurt sets up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They were looking Jennings' way again, and it's third down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run. This is Scarborough. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 7-yard gain there. It's good enough to move the chains.
At the 42-yard line.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, Huntley. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 15-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Gain of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Huntley, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 10, 24-14.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Huntley. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
1st and 10. It's Hurts. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 1st half. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Looking right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get the 1st. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
A 28-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Davion Taylor there to bring him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they try the right side here. And down he'll go at the 25. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he powers his way up past the 30.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 53, looking to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. White now to return. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go, go, go. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They try again with Scarborough. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brought down at the 30.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
The focus after that run isn't how many yards they gained. It's that they gained a first down, and they've been running it well all game long.
56 to Mike.
Now, first down carry by Sanders, well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching up another 15 against your squad.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. This is Scarborough. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, Sanders. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. On 1st down, Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
8-yard gain.
That's good for 28 yards. Now a handoff looking right. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Intercepted.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it would appear that that first round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
3rd and 3.
Here's Huntley. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 18. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Jennings. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and they'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and
3. He'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And he stopped immediately there.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Someone's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle.
Pass.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
17 yards.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Hurts pass.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
10 yards. And it's 3rd.
For Kidder here, it's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts
Number 81.
as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
1st down, Panthers.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game.